Hello, I'm FIDE Master, Corey Russell, and this next game features again against an expert, where it looked like he had a fearsome attack, or beginning of a fearsome attack, but my attack broke through first. So let's go ahead and see what happened. I would wait. Preparing to fusion shadow my bishop. Since he played c6, I took advantage of it playing f4, which transposes to the Byrds, except against the Byrds, c6 is not actually that useful. So if he plays c5, he loses the tempo. So if he doesn't play c5, well then he doesn't make the most optimal line to get advantage. It's very important to stop knight e5 by black. That's why he stopped it. He develops. I said if you show the other bishop, king chose as well. I could castle, but I don't really like queen b6 check. So I said I'll block it. So when I do castle, it's not check. He castles. I castle. It's already both developing. I took time to decide what to do here. I decided that it'd be better for me if I blocked the diagonal. So, like for example, for example, if I did this, you can go here, take, and here, and it's really messy. All sorts of crazy stuff. And e4 is not too much of a problem because my knight can immediately oppose it. So I thought better to block it, so I did. I thought c4 favored him because I'm not really ready for break like that. Kind of use my position kind of hanging. Plus, yeah, so I didn't really like that. So I thought I'd play c3 first. With the idea being he can't play a3 because my knight and bishop at the moment covered that. Matter of fact, I might even play bishop a3 actually. Now that I've done that, he probably should keep the tension, but he took the pawn, so I was happy to see that. Doing a rook, of course, took back, attacks some bishop. Of course, I finish development, which also protects the bishop with the queen. He wants to go to a6. I don't mind that because I can block with my pawn c4. So first thing first, the bishop does not belong on a1, so I got him off the back rank. So here, he was worried about here, and then if I move the rook to the file, the queen doesn't really have anywhere to go. So instead of getting to that situation, he backed off. So that way his queen has plenty of squares. So here, I knew eventually I want to play e4, but I really need to stop any knight g4 idea. So I'll do that now. Nice rook. I don't mind that. I block. This rook move doesn't really actually do anything. So this, matter of fact, the more typical plan is to try to get e5 in. If he does that, he might even be slightly better. I think that's the better plan. This rook move doesn't end up actually doing anything of any consequence. So now this seems like a good time for knight e5. Hit c6. If he takes, I can take with the f pawn, and I get nice pressure on the f line, as well as pressure on d5 too. So he defends the pawn, of course. Bishop back. Notice my c pawn is not taking. What I'm doing, when you have pawns that can take each other but don't, it's called tension. And so it's always a good idea to keep the tension until there's some benefit to releasing it. Another thing too is sometimes your opponent will forget the tension's there, and if you have that tension for a long time, you can do a combination. You can set up a combination because you forgot about the tension. So remember, maintain your tension until there's a good reason to release it. So there's no reason to release it. I'd much rather him take me than me take him at the moment. So instead, I expand, get some lines for my pieces. This is a pretty good move because um, he threatens. For example, let's say I do some non-move, say king here, take, 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 and then now I lost a pawn. So that's his threat. So what I do is get my queen off the diagonal and reinforce both c4, protect my bishop, and reinforce e4. The reason I take his queen is he can't play c5 because, of course, I win the bishop. So I can't do that. So it's a restrain a c5 move by black. Here, the correct plan for him is queen a2. I need to go back to defend b3 and b2. Queen e8, and it's roughly level. Maybe a slight advantage white. It's pretty close. He'd be all right here. But instead, though, he did this. And this isn't so great a plan. But the next move is what's a really big mistake, actually. What does he do? He does. Yeah, this is a critical. This is a serious misjudgment. What will happen is I'll block his diagonal, and then when I go knight c6, if he takes it, I got this dagger in his throat, a past c pawn that he can't really deal with. So that was a serious positional mistake. So I improve my rook with tempo, and then I block it. He attacks my pawn. Of course, I can't do g3, he just takes the pawn, right? So that'd be terrible. So I thought carefully what I want to do here. It could. The reason I did a king here is because if he does this move, which is which I can't take, right? Because my knight is double hit by the queen and bishop. But I do have this, which is a powerful counter strike. So that's why I move my kings with my queen. So here he should play queen c7, according to Fritz, and I agree. That way he doesn't have to take on c6. White still has a clear advantage, but at least he can play on. Black actually forced white to do a strong move. Now, of course, this is not a good sacrifice because he'll just sacrifice right back. And black's doing okay here. I got an open king. He's doing fine. So I wouldn't really want to go into that. But way better than that, though, fortunately. I have knight c6. Forking the queen and rook, so he must take. But now I have a powerful d-pawn. Plus, d5 could be a very good outpost for my bishop as well. Fritz thinks I should take. I thought it was more advantageous not to take. I thought about bishop check, but then brick sacrifice. It's not really clear. This looks really dangerous. Dangerous, in fact. I wasn't really enthused about this, but bishop d5 looks real strong if he can't take. Let's say I just sacrifice a pawn. Oop, I didn't do that. I took check. He took back. Check. And of course, attack the knight. His only move is here. I like this much better because with the rook gone, actually, its queen has to work really hard to defend all the various threats white has. It has to keep a really close eye on the pawn, too. So the first move is queen c1. Threatening queen to f4, which would be pretty deadly. And Fritz says the white is on the roll, and they're right. White has initiative here. black needs to stay in the back rank. So he should have a queen b8. It's a much more sensible move. He made a serious mistake though in queen d6. Now I have a nice counterattacking move. Whoop. So misclick. Play queen a1, threatening queen a8, which should be really deadly. Matter of fact, Byrd says I'm winning, and I agree. I think white is winning. Notice this doesn't work. Check. Check, and of course he can't get mated, right? So say he does king here. Check, has to take, and up a knight. So that would have been a pretty easy one. The interesting is Fritz said that's actually black's best defense, which doesn't really say much, does it? He actually attempted queen d8, which Fritz didn't like. And I can see why, because I do have a better move here. I could play this, c7, take, and bishop take. This would have won quickly, because it threatens queen e8, which would be mate. But he can't move back to cover, because then, of course, I take on g7, which is 3. But if he takes, check, of course, he can't block, right, because it's mate. I can do that. He can't go g8. That's covered by the d5 bishop. So he has to go here. Check. Now the only move is sack his queen, and this would be an easy win. Very easy win. So that was a quicker win. That's what I should have done. I tried this. And Fritz says you should do this, although it still says I'm winning. I probably would have played here, so he can't play queen e2 check, which would be pretty dangerous, of course. But he didn't do that. He tried this. Keep in mind he's low time. Check, must block, and now the finishing move, c7. He would like to do queen e2 check, but he can't. He's pinned. And now, if he breaks the pin, I just take his queen, and then queen is all over. So it's obvious there's no more resistance, and so black resign. So I hope you enjoyed that game, and I'll see you guys next time.